Welcome to Heaven Voice Today, where the voice of God meets your heart. Every day we bring you powerful gospel reflections, divine messages, and heartfelt stories of faith, hope, and healing. This is not just another Christian channel. This is a sacred space where Jesus Christ speaks to you, personally. If you're looking for guidance, encouragement, or a deeper connection with God's Word, you're in the right place. Let His voice lift you, comfort you, and lead you into His peace. Subscribe now and let heaven speak into your life today. My child, can you feel it? The shift happening deep inside you. The stirring in places you thought had fallen silent. There is something moving beneath the surface. Something sacred and unstoppable. It is not just a faint echo of your past. It is the resounding sound of a new beginning being written, even now by my hand. You have looked at your life and seen chapters that ended in pain. Not just pain, but excruciating heartache. Pages soaked with disappointment, not just disappointment, but utter despair. Stories interrupted by betrayal, by loss, by failure. Not just occasional setbacks, but a series of soul-crushing defeats. You have wondered if those broken pieces were the final word over your destiny, if the darkness would forever overshadow any glimmer of hope. But hear me clearly, my child. They were never meant to be the ending. They were never meant to define you. They were never meant to be the final chapter of your story. They were simply the soil from which I am now causing a new story to grow, a story of redemption, of healing, of restoration. I am writing a new beginning now in this very moment. Not later, not someday in the distant future. I am breathing life into dreams you thought were dead. I am restoring colors to the landscapes of your heart that had grown dull and lifeless. I am speaking into the silence that has weighed heavy on your soul, declaring that the silence is over, that the waiting is breaking. You have been marked by battles. It's true. The scars on your heart are a testament to the trials you have faced. The weariness you have felt is a reflection of the burdens you have carried. But those scars are not a mark of failure. They are a mark of survival, of resilience, of strength. And that, my child, is why I am now writing something new. I am not simply patching up what was broken. I am beginning something entirely fresh, unprecedented, greater than what was lost. I am creating a narrative so filled with redemption that even your greatest pain will bow to my greater purpose. You will not recognize the life that is unfolding before you because it will be infused with the fingerprints of my glory in every detail. The grief you endured will make sense in the light of what I am bringing forth. Do not fear the blank pages that stretch before you. They are not empty because you have failed. They are empty because they are waiting for the story I am about to tell through you. So my precious one, lift your eyes from what has been. Stop measuring your future by the pain of your past. Stop disqualifying yourself because of where you have been. I am not writing your story based on your failures. I am writing it based on my unwavering love for you. I have seen every tear, heard every whispered prayer, and I am here now ready to lead you into a new chapter filled with hope, healing, and joy. I have collected every hope that you dared to hold on to, even when everything around you told you to let go. And now I say to you, it is time to rise and step into a new beginning. It is time to breathe again, to dream again, to walk boldly into what I have already prepared for you. The past no longer holds authority over you. Regret no longer chains your feet. Fear no longer defines your borders. You are stepping into a new territory, a territory of growth and abundance. You may have faced battles and challenges in the past, but now you will fight from a place of victory and walk through them with strength that comes from intimacy with me. You have entered a holy moment, a sacred beginning, where past wounds lose their power and future promises take root. This is not the end. It is the beginning of something beautiful and new. You are not standing in the ruins of a broken dream, but at the threshold of a beautiful new unfolding. Trust me as I write something new for you. Trust the author of your story who knows how to weave even the darkest threads into a tapestry of brilliance. My child, there has never been a moment when I looked at you and saw anything less than beautiful, anything less than valuable, anything less than deeply loved. Even in the seasons when you doubted yourself, I was standing beside you, delighting in who you are. You are not a disappointment, a mistake, or a burden to me. You are a masterpiece in the making, and every brushstroke of your life is part of a greater picture that you cannot fully see yet. You have spent so long believing that your worth was tied to your success or failure. But now, as you step into this new beginning, remember that you are loved unconditionally. You are valuable beyond measure, and you are destined for greatness. Trust in the promises I have for you, for they will not fail. Embrace this moment, this new chapter that I am writing for you now, that your value could fluctuate depending on how others saw you. But hear me today, my precious one. Your worth has been fixed since the beginning. It is not up for negotiation. It is not diminished by failure, nor is it inflated by achievement. It is anchored in my eternal love, secured by my unchanging nature. I know how hard you have tried to be strong. I have seen you during those moments when the weight seemed unbearable, and yet you continued to press on. I have witnessed the battles you fought silently, with a smile on your face even when your heart felt heavy with questions and fears. The sleepless nights when your mind was filled with doubts and worries were not unnoticed by me. I have been there through it all, closer to you than your own breath, holding you up when you felt like you could no longer hold on. You were never alone, even in the darkest of moments. My love for you is not based on your perfection, but on the genuine love that resides in your heart. It is the way you continue to turn towards me, even when you don't have all the answers. Your unwavering faith, even in the face of doubt, is what draws me closer to you. I see the beauty in your vulnerability, in the way you reach out to me with trembling hands. Every moment of weakness, every mistake, every doubt, they do not define you in my eyes. I see you through the lens of redemption, of grace, of love. I measure you not by your shortcomings, but by the strength I have placed within you. You are a vessel of hope, a carrier of my spirit, an embodiment of grace. Do not listen to the voices of self-doubt that tell you you are not enough, or that you are too late. Those voices do not come from me. I speak words of life, of purpose, of destiny fulfilled over you. Listen to my voice, the voice that sings songs of victory, of renewal, of new beginnings. Come closer and let my love envelop you. Let it drown out the echoes of the past. Trust in my plans for you, for they are still alive, still sure, and still irrevocable. You are not alone in this journey. I am with you every step of the way, guiding you towards the glory that awaits you. Let go of the fears and insecurities that hold you back, and step into the fullness of who you were meant to be. My beloved, come closer and let my love transform you from the inside out. Come and sit with me, not in a place of striving, but in a posture of surrender. Let me envelop you in a sense of peace, reminding you of your true identity and worth. Allow me to gently heal the wounds that still ache from the battles you have fought in silence. Let my breath infuse courage into your weary soul, reassuring you that you are not alone in this journey. You stand on the threshold of a new beginning, a season filled with promises and blessings beyond your wildest dreams. It is not your own strength that will carry you through, but my unwavering support and guidance. As you move forward, you will witness my hand at work in ways you never thought possible. Like the first light breaking through after a long night, my promises will unfold before your eyes. Do not fret about closed doors or missed opportunities, for I hold the key to doors you never imagined existed. Trust in me, for I am still writing the most beautiful chapters of your story. The future holds wonders that will surpass your expectations, and I am faithful to complete every good work I have begun in you. I know there were moments when the burden of sorrow seemed too heavy to bear, when the pain felt unending and the brokenness seemed irreparable. In those dark moments I saw you and heard your silent cries. Each tear shed was a precious seed, sowing the ground for a future filled with purpose and fulfillment. Although suffering was never my intention for you, in a world tainted by sin, it is an inevitable part of the human experience. But rest assured, I do not allow pain to enter your life without reason. I take what was meant to harm you and transform it into something beautiful and redemptive. Your suffering was not in vain. It was a refining fire, preparing you for the greater calling I have placed on your life. There were aspects of your character that could only be revealed through trials and tribulations. Your strength, courage, and faith have deepened through endurance and perseverance. Even in the midst of heartbreak and disappointment, I have been by your side, gathering every shattered piece with tender care. You may have questioned why certain doors closed or prayers seemed unanswered, but know that my plans for you are far greater than you can fathom. Some doors shut because they were too small for the grand destiny I have in store for you. Some prayers remained unanswered because I was orchestrating a divine plan that surpassed your limited understanding. So trust in me, dear one. I am leading you into a new season of abundance and fulfillment. Your past does not define your future. It is anchored in my promises, which I will faithfully fulfill. Embrace the journey ahead with hope and assurance, for I am with you every step of the way. Some dreams had to be reshaped because they were built on foundations too fragile to support what I was preparing to pour into your life. You thought the pain was a detour, but it was a doorway into deeper dependence on me, a doorway into revelations you would have never received if everything had gone according to your original plan. Pain pushed you into places of prayer you might never have entered otherwise. It carved wells in your spirit that are now filling with living water. It stripped away the superficial so that the eternal could take root. You may not have seen it at the time, but every tear watered seeds of destiny. Every moment of brokenness fertilized the soil of purpose. Every unanswered question was a setup for a revelation greater than the answers you sought. You were being prepared, stretched, strengthened. Your heart was being enlarged to carry greater burdens for others, to intercede with authority, to lead with compassion born not of theory but of experience. The very areas where you bled will become the areas where others find healing. The very battles that almost broke you will become testimonies that set captives free. You will minister not from a place of distant theory, but from a place of lived resurrection. You have tasted the bitterness of loss, and therefore you will carry the sweetness of hope like a fragrance wherever you go. This is the power of redemption. This is the beauty I bring from ashes. My child, if you could see what I see, you would bless the breaking. You would thank me for the moments that forced you to your knees, for the nights when you had nothing left but a whisper of faith. Because those were the moments when your roots went deep. Those were the moments when eternity was woven into your soul. Those were the moments when the unseen foundations were laid strong enough to carry the calling I am placing on your life. You thought you were being buried, but you were being planted. You thought you were losing, but you were gaining strength invisible to human eyes. You thought you were forgotten, but you were hidden in my hand, safe and being shaped for a greater revealing. The season of hiddenness was not punishment. It was preservation. It was protection. It was preparation. I know there are still tender places, still questions without clear answers. Trust that I am not finished. Trust that what I have allowed I will redeem. Trust that the story I am writing is bigger, better, and more beautiful than the pain you have endured. Nothing will be wasted. Nothing will be meaningless. Everything Every loss, every tear, every ache is being woven into a tapestry that will radiate my glory. You are stronger because of what you survived. You are wiser because of what you endured. You are more compassionate because of the wounds that have now been healed by my hands. You are being lifted beyond the limits that pain tried to set around you. You are walking into a future not in spite of your pain, but because of what I have done through it. Every trial, every challenge, every moment of despair has not been in vain. They have been shaping you, preparing you, and molding you into the person you are meant to become. Your struggles have not defined you, but they have refined you. They have given you the strength, the resilience, and the compassion to walk alongside others in their own journeys of pain and healing. Embrace the lessons that pain has taught you. Embrace the growth that has come from adversity. Embrace the hope that has blossomed from the ashes of despair, for you are being transformed, renewed, and reborn through the fires of trials and tribulations. Trust in the process, trust in the journey, and trust in the goodness that will come from the struggles you have faced. For you are a living testimony of grace, resilience, and redemption. Let go of the bitterness that tries to take root. Let go of the regrets that try to tether you to the past. Let go of the false belief that pain was proof of my absence. I have always been with you, and I am still with you, leading you into a future filled with hope. A future where even your deepest sorrows will serve a purpose beyond what you could have imagined. Trust me with the pain you still carry. Trust me to heal what feels impossible. Trust me to use your story for a glory that will echo into eternity. You are not defined by your suffering. You are defined by my love. You're not marked by defeat. You are marked by my victory. This, my child, is the truth. What the enemy meant for evil, I am turning for good. The pain that once tried to bury, you will become the platform from which you declare my faithfulness, and your soul will sing a new song, not of sorrow, but of triumph. My beloved, the long night you have walked through is ending. I have seen your faithfulness in the silence, your persistence in the unseen, your worship in the waiting. Every seed you planted in tears has been watched over. Every prayer whispered in the dark has been collected in my hands. And now the first rays of the new dawn are breaking over your life. The season you have been hoping for, praying for, daring to believe for is no longer a distant promise. It is here. It is unfolding. Even now I am moving in ways you cannot always see yet, but soon what was hidden will be made visible. What was underground will break through the surface. What seemed delayed will accelerate at my word. You have wondered if your obedience mattered, if your faithfulness made a difference. And I say, to you, yes, every act of faith, no matter how small it seemed, has been recorded, and I am a rewarder of those who diligently seek me. You did not labor in vain. You did not believe in vain. You did not pray in vain. Watch for the signs, my beloved. They will begin small, like the first leaf that hints at the changing season. You will feel a shift in the atmosphere. You will notice doors that were firmly closed beginning to creak open. You will sense my favor resting upon places where there was once only resistance. Pay attention to the alignments I am bringing. Some will seem insignificant at first, but they are the first drops of a coming rain. Unexpected opportunities will arise. Opportunities you did not strive for, but that have been divinely arranged. Conversations you thought were forgotten will resurface with new life. Dreams you buried under layers of disappointment will start to stir again. These are not accidents, they are signals. They are signs that the promises are awakening, that the season of manifestation is near. There will also be a pruning, not because I am taking from you, but because I am making room for greater fruit. Some relationships, some assignments, some pursuits that once served you will begin to fade. Let them go with peace. Release them with blessing. Trust that I am clearing the way for new growth, for abundance, for the fulfillment of all that I have promised you. The road ahead may not always be easy, but know that I am walking beside you, guiding you and leading you into the abundant life that I have prepared for you. Be patient, my child, for the best is yet to come. Trust that I know what needs to remain and what must be removed for you to carry the new mantle I am placing upon you. Trust the shaking because it is my hand making room for expansion. You will notice an acceleration. Things that once dragged slowly will now move swiftly. Delays that once wore you down will dissolve without warning. What took years in past seasons will unfold in months, not because of your striving, but because of my sovereign timing. I have been aligning people, places, resources, and timing while you have waited and trusted. Now the pieces are falling into place. Expect unusual favor. Expect divine appointments. Expect answers to prayers you long stopped praying out loud. Expect confirmations that leave no doubt it is my hand. Expect to walk through doors you never knocked on, to receive invitations you did not orchestrate, to carry influence you could not have achieved by natural means. But even as the signs appear, stay rooted in me. Do not be distracted by the blessings. Be anchored by the blesser. Keep your eyes on me, not on the miracles. Keep your heart tender, not entitled. Remember, the signs point to my goodness, not to your greatness. They are invitations to deeper intimacy, not excuses for independence. This is not a reward for perfect behavior. This is the fulfillment of promises made to a heart that dared to believe when it hurt, when it was hard, when it seemed hopeless. This is the unveiling of a new chapter written by my own hand, a chapter filled with redemption, restoration, recompense. You will see my hand move in your family. You will see my hand move in your finances. You will see my hand move in your dreams and in your destiny. But more than anything, you will see my hand move in your heart, healing, renewing, empowering you to carry more than you ever thought possible. The signs are beginning now. Look for them with expectation, not with fear. Receive them with humility, not with hesitation. Rejoice over each one, no matter how small it seems, because every small beginning is a doorway to greater things. My child, you have waited well, you have trusted well, and now you will see what I can do when faith meets my faithfulness. The time of delay is over. The time of fulfillment has come. Lift your head, open your heart, and prepare to step into the visible manifestations of what you have carried in faith for so long. This is your season to see with your eyes what your spirit has known was coming. This is your time to walk in the fullness of what I have promised. The story is not ending. It is only beginning. And it is a beginning written by my hand. My child, as you step into the unfolding of the promises I have spoken over you, it is essential that you do not lose the posture of trust that carried you here. The doors are opening. The signs are appearing. The season is shifting. But now more than ever, your daily dependence on me must deepen. You must walk by faith, not just celebrate by sight. Trust that I know what needs to remain and what must be removed for you to carry the new mantle I am placing upon you. Trust the shaking because it is my hand making room for expansion. You will notice an acceleration. Things that once dragged slowly will now move swiftly. Delays that once wore you down will dissolve without warning. What took years in past seasons will unfold in months, not because of your striving, but because of my sovereign timing. I have been aligning people, places, resources, and timing while you have waited and trusted. Now the pieces are falling into place. Expect unusual favor. Expect divine appointments. Expect answers to prayers you long stopped praying out loud. Expect confirmations that leave no doubt it is my hand. Expect to walk through doors you never knocked on, to receive invitations you did not orchestrate, to carry influence you could not have achieved by natural means. But even as the signs appear, stay rooted in me. Do not be distracted by the blessings. Be anchored by the blesser. Keep your eyes on me, not on the miracles. Keep your heart tender, not entitled. Remember, the signs point to my goodness, not to your greatness. They are invitations to deeper intimacy, not excuses for independence. This is not a reward for perfect behavior. This is the fulfillment of promises made to a heart that dared to believe when it hurt, when it was hard, when it seemed hopeless. This is the unveiling of a new chapter written by my own hand, a chapter filled with redemption, restoration, recompense. You will see my hand move in your family. You will see my hand move in your finances. You will see my hand move in your dreams and in your destiny. But more than anything, you will see my hand move in your heart, healing, renewing, empowering you to carry more than you ever thought possible. The signs are beginning now. Look for them with expectation, not with fear. Receive them with humility, not with hesitation. Rejoice over each one, no matter how small it seems, because every small beginning is a doorway to greater things. My child, you have waited well, you have trusted well, and now you will see what I can do when faith meets my faithfulness. The time of delay is over. The time of fulfillment has come. Lift your head, open your heart, and prepare to step into the visible manifestations of what you have carried in faith for so long. This is your season to see with your eyes what your spirit has known was coming. This is your time to walk in the fullness of what I have promised. The story is not ending. It is only beginning. And it is a beginning written by my hand. My child, as you step into the unfolding of the promises I have spoken over you, it is essential that you do not lose the posture of trust that carried you here. The doors are opening, the signs are appearing, the season is shifting. But now more than ever, your daily dependence on me must deepen. You must walk by faith, not just celebrate by sight. Trust that I know what needs to remain and what must be removed for you to carry the new mantle I am placing upon you. Trust the shaking because it is my hand making room for expansion. You will notice an acceleration. Things that once dragged slowly will now move swiftly. Delays that once wore you down will dissolve without warning. What took years in past seasons will unfold in months, not because of your striving, but because of my sovereign timing. I have been aligning people, places, resources, and timing while you have waited and trusted. Now the pieces are falling into place. Expect unusual favor. Expect divine appointments. Expect answers to prayers you long stopped praying out loud. Expect confirmations that leave no doubt it is my hand. Expect to walk through doors you never knocked on, to receive invitations you did not orchestrate, to carry influence you could not have achieved by natural means. But even as the signs appear, stay rooted in me. Do not be distracted by the blessings. Be anchored by the blesser. Keep your eyes on me, not on the miracles. Keep your heart tender, not entitled. Remember, the signs point to my goodness, not to your greatness. They are invitations to deeper intimacy, not excuses for independence. This is not a reward for perfect behavior. This is the fulfillment of promises made to a heart that dared to believe when it hurt, when it was hard, when it seemed hopeless. This is the unveiling of a new chapter written by my own hand, a chapter filled with redemption, restoration, recompense. You will see my hand move in your family. You will see my hand move in your finances. You will see my hand move in your dreams and in your destiny. But more than anything, you will see my hand move in your heart, healing, renewing, empowering you to carry more than you ever thought possible. The signs are beginning now. Look for them with expectation, not with fear. Receive them with humility, not with hesitation. Rejoice over each one, no matter how small it seems, because every small beginning is a doorway to greater things. My child, You have waited well. You have trusted well. And now you will see what I can do when faith meets my faithfulness. The time of delay is over. The time of fulfillment has come. Lift your head, open your heart, and prepare to step into the visible manifestations of what you have carried in faith for so long. This is your season to see with your eyes what your spirit has known was coming. This is your time to walk in the fullness of what I have promised. The story is not ending. It is only beginning. And it is a beginning written by my hand. My child, as you step into the unfolding of the promises I have spoken over you, it is essential that you do not lose the posture of trust that carried you here. The doors are opening, the signs are appearing, the season is shifting. But now more than ever, your daily dependence on me must deepen. You must walk by faith, not just celebrate by sight. Trust that I know what needs to remain and what must be removed for you to carry the new mantle I am placing upon you. Trust the shaking because it is my hand making room for expansion. You will notice an acceleration. Things that once dragged slowly will now move swiftly. Delays that once wore you down will dissolve without warning. What took years in past seasons will unfold in months, not because of your striving, but because of my sovereign timing. I have been aligning people, places, resources, and timing while you have waited and trusted. Now the pieces are falling into place. Expect unusual favor. Expect divine appointments. Expect answers to prayers you long stopped praying out loud. Expect confirmations that leave no doubt it is my hand. Expect to walk through doors you never knocked on. To receive invitations you did not orchestrate. To carry influence you could not have achieved by natural means. But even as the signs appear, stay rooted in me. Do not be distracted by the blessings. Be anchored. In order to navigate through life successfully, one must not rely solely on their own understanding, but rather anchor their heart in the voice of a higher power. Each day should begin with seeking divine guidance before delving into tasks and responsibilities. By establishing a connection with this higher source, one can find clarity in decision-making, peace in uncertain situations, and wisdom for the future. It is crucial to discern between opportunities that are aligned with this divine guidance and distractions that may lead astray. Building a routine around this spiritual connection can serve as a compass for navigating through life's challenges. Emotions and circumstances may fluctuate, but staying rooted in the words of wisdom from above can provide strength and direction when faced with doubts or unexpected obstacles. Practicing obedience to this higher voice is key to walking the path of purpose and fulfillment. Each small act of obedience paves the way for greater breakthroughs and blessings. Trusting in the unseen and having faith in the future that is guided by divine intervention is essential in this journey. Remaining humble in the face of success is a test of character that should not be taken lightly. Pride can be a stumbling block on the path to growth and prosperity. Maintaining a spirit of humility and gratitude is essential in staying grounded amidst achievements and blessings. Service, love, and generosity are key principles that should guide one's actions and interactions with others. The blessings received are meant to be shared and passed on to those in need. Keeping a tender spirit and staying connected to the higher power can help in avoiding distractions and staying focused on the ultimate goal. Worship should not be limited to a mere song, but a daily practice of exalting the divine above all else. It serves as a reminder of the goodness and faithfulness of the higher power, even in the midst of challenges and uncertainties. Maintaining peace and trust in the promises of the divine can serve as a powerful weapon against anxiety and fear. Choosing the right connections and surrounding oneself with individuals who align with the divine purpose is crucial in moving forward. Some relationships may fuel faith and positivity, while others may breed doubt and negativity. Discerning between these influences is essential in staying on the right path. In conclusion, anchoring one's heart in the voice of a higher power and aligning one's actions with divine guidance can lead to a fulfilling and purposeful life journey. Trust, obedience, humility, service, worship, peace, and wise connections are key elements that can guide one through life's challenges and triumphs. Building community is crucial for personal growth and spiritual development. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, who challenge you to be better and support you in your journey. These are the ones who will pray with you, encourage you in your calling, and help you see the bigger picture of what God is doing in your life. When God brings new people into your life, be willing to let go of relationships or situations that no longer serve you. Trust that God is pruning away what is not needed so that new growth can happen. Release with love and embrace with wisdom, knowing that God's plan is always better than our own. As you step into new challenges that stretch your faith, remember that God is with you every step of the way. He will never give you a task that you cannot handle with His strength. When the journey feels overwhelming, lean into Him and trust that He has already prepared the way for you. Celebrate every small victory and give thanks for the lessons learned in the waiting. Gratitude is key to maintaining a healthy heart and staying open to God's blessings. Thank Him not only for the successes and open doors, but also for the struggles and lessons learned along the way. Every experience, whether good or bad, is an opportunity to grow closer to God and become more like Him. Ultimately, the journey is not about reaching a destination or achieving success. It is about walking hand in hand with God, growing in intimacy with Him, and experiencing His presence every step of the way. Trust in His faithfulness, obey His guidance, and worship Him in all circumstances. God will be faithful to complete the good work He has started in you. See yourself through God's eyes, not through the lens of past failures or the opinions of others. You are not defined by your mistakes or shortcomings, but by God's eternal love and purpose for your life. You are His masterpiece, uniquely created and called to fulfill His plans. Embrace your true identity as His beloved, redeemed, and chosen child, and let go of the false labels that have been placed upon you. Rejoice in the knowledge that you are loved, strong, and victorious in God's eyes. Your past does not define you, and God has the final say on who you are. Trust in His plan for your life, walk boldly in faith, and rest assured that He will bring to completion the good work He has begun in you. I am bringing back the essence that was inscribed over your life long before rejection and fear clouded your vision. You have allowed the shadows of the past to overshadow the brilliance of your present. Your value has been tainted by the wrong metrics, by the missed opportunities, by the flaws and faults that are part of being human, by the judgments of those who never truly understood your journey. But I, the one who sees beyond the surface, have never judged you based on any of those things. I see the strength in your heart. I see the resilience that has carried you through the darkest nights. I see the spark of hope that refuses to be extinguished no matter how strong the winds of adversity blow. My dear one, lift your head up high. You are not a project in need of fixing. You are a treasure waiting to shine. You are not a mistake to be hidden away. You are a living testament of grace and redemption. I take the broken and mold them into something beautiful. I take the outcasts and place them in positions of honor. I clothe the weary with strength and purpose. You are not lagging behind. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. You are perfectly positioned for the plans I have laid out for you. Your scars do not disqualify you. They qualify you. They bear witness to the battles you have fought, to the endurance that has been refined, to the unwavering faith that has been forged in the crucible of life's challenges. I choose to use those who have known pain and rejection. I choose those who have walked through the valleys and still dare to reach for the mountain peaks. My child, do not wait until you feel ready to step into your destiny. You are ready because I am with you. You are equipped because my Spirit dwells within you. You are strong because my power is made perfect in your weakness. Your calling is not anchored in your perfection, but in my promises that are unchanging. Let go of the shame that whispers you are too broken. Let go of the regret that tells you it's too late. Let go of the fear that paralyzes you into thinking you are not good enough. I am rewriting your story. I am renewing your heart. I am lifting your gaze to see yourself as I have always seen you, a beloved child full of potential, destined for greatness. Nothing can thwart the plans I have for you. You will no longer walk as a beggar seeking validation, but as a child, secure in the love of their Father. You will no longer speak from the wounds of the past, but from the healing balm of my Spirit. You will no longer dream out of desperation, but from a place of divine inspiration. You will move forward not in fear but in faith. You will rise above your circumstances, seated with me in heavenly places. This restoration is not partial, it is complete. It is not temporary, it is eternal. I am not offering you a fleeting moment of relief, but a lifetime of transformation. I am not merely patching up your broken identity, but restoring it to its original splendor. You will no longer define yourself by the pain of the past, but by the power of my presence. You will no longer see yourself through the eyes of rejection, but through the lens of redemption. You will no longer carry the heavy burden of shame, but be lifted up by the unmerited favor of grace. Listen to my voice now. You are mine. You are chosen. My child, you are more than enough because I am your sufficiency. You are beloved beyond measure, not based on what you do, but on who you are. Embrace your true identity and walk confidently in it. Step forward without hesitation, shining bright, and speaking your truth without fear. Love freely and without holding back, for you were created for this moment in time. As I lift you into new spaces and deeper waters, it is vital that you stay connected to my heart. True intimacy with me must be maintained, not from a distance but from a place of closeness and surrender. Victory comes from leaning on me, not from striving in your own strength. The life I have called you to live, one that transcends old limits and past chains, requires a daily connection with me. Start each day in my presence, letting me speak to your heart before you face the world. Let prayer become as natural as breathing for you, an essential part of your daily routine. Invite me into every aspect of your life, from decisions and frustrations to hopes and dreams. I am not a distant king to be called upon only in emergencies, but your closest companion and faithful guide. Trust in my whispers and stay rooted in my word, for the season ahead will bring new challenges and opportunities that you'll need to navigate with my truth as your guide. Guard your heart with care, surrounding yourself with those who uplift and encourage you in your faith journey. Not everyone will understand the path you're on, but choose your company wisely and seek fellowship with those who honor my presence and truth. Practice gratitude daily to keep your spirit tender and your vision clear. Remember, my child, you are free, whole, and empowered by my Spirit. Stay anchored in my love and let my word be your guide through every step of your journey. Trust in me, for I am closer than you realize, and I will see you through all that lies ahead. When you express gratitude for the small steps I am taking in your life, it opens up your heart to receive even greater blessings. Gratitude is like a shield that protects you from the sense of entitlement that can cloud your vision and make you lose sight of the true source of your blessings. It allows you to focus on the giver, not just the gifts. Think about a seed that is planted in the ground. In the beginning, it may not look like much, but with time, care, and patience, it grows into a beautiful and fruitful tree. Similarly, every small act of kindness, every moment of obedience, every step of faith you take is like planting a seed that will grow and bear fruit in due time. Humility is key in this journey. It keeps you grounded in grace and helps you recognize that every good thing in your life is a result of my faithfulness, not your own efforts. So stay humble, even as I exalt you. Stay sensitive to my spirit, even when it leads you into uncomfortable places or prompts you to wait when you feel like running. Remember that every new level of success will come with new challenges, but you are not alone in facing them. You are equipped with spiritual armor and the authority of my name to stand firm against any opposition. Trust in my timing, my pacing, and my ways. Rest in the knowledge that I am God, and you are in my capable hands. Seek intimacy with me above all else. Make my presence your home, not just a place to visit when you need something. When you prioritize our relationship, everything else will fall into place. Rest in me, trust in me, and build your life on the solid foundation of my word and my presence. The journey ahead may be daunting, but with me by your side, you will walk in power, peace, and unshakable joy. Listen closely to my voice today, for the shift you have been waiting for is already here. Embrace it with courage and faith, knowing that I am with you every step of the way. As you stand at the threshold of fulfillment, it is important to reflect on the seasons of preparation that have brought you to this moment. The trials and challenges you have faced may have seemed hidden and painful at the time, but they were not in vain. They have served to build within you a resilience and a deep dependence on a higher power, enabling you to weather any storm that may come your way. Now, as you enter into this new chapter of your life, you are carrying with you a faith that has been refined by fire and a hope that is anchored in unseen promises. These qualities are precisely what is needed for the doors that are about to swing open before you. You are about to experience sudden shifts in your life, where what once seemed immovable will begin to move, and what appeared dead will come back to life. Opportunities will present themselves where none existed before, and obstacles that once stood in your way will be cleared. The delays that have held you back in the past are now being expedited by a higher hand. You are entering a season where things will not unfold according to the natural order, but through divine acceleration. As you navigate through this season of change, do not be surprised when you find favor surrounding you like a shield. Embrace the doors that open before you, even if they are ones you never knew existed. These are not coincidences, but rather the fingerprints of a greater plan at work in your life. Heaven has seen your faithfulness in the quiet moments when no one else was watching. Your worship, your trust, your obedience, every sacrifice has been noted and accounted for. And now you are about to reap rewards that are not earned through your own efforts, but received through grace. Prepare yourself for a realignment in your life. Some things that once fit seamlessly will no longer have a place. Dreams will be reshaped, relationships will shift. Do not mourn what is removed, for it is making room for new growth and fruit that you have yet to see. You will begin to sense a new boldness rising within you, a holy confidence that comes not from your own strength, but from the power of a higher spirit resting upon you. Your voice will carry weight. Your prayers will shake atmospheres, and your presence will shift environments. In moments of doubt and fear, remember that you are not moving forward based on your own merit, but on a divine mandate. The doors that open before you cannot be shut by any man, and the assignments placed on your life cannot be blocked by any enemy. You are not alone in this journey. Every step, every conversation, every new territory you enter, you are accompanied by a higher power. Expect sudden testimonies, answered prayers, and fulfillment that arrives in unexpected ways. This is just the beginning of the remarkable journey that lies ahead for you. Some answers will look different than you imagined, but they will be infinitely better than you hoped. Trust my creativity and timing. Trust that I know exactly how to weave every detail into a masterpiece. As you walk into a personal blessing, remember that you are also walking into generational impact. The battles you have fought were not just for you, but for those coming behind you. Your breakthrough is birthing legacy and will ripple into the lives of future generations. Stay positioned in worship, rooted in my word and flexible in my hands. I am doing a new thing, springing up ways in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. The places of former dryness will become wells of refreshing, and the once barren areas will become fruitful vineyards. Dead dreams will resurrect with new vision. Rejoice, for the time of mourning is ending and the time of dancing is beginning. Shake off the remnants of disappointment, lay down the weight of old grief, and lift your eyes to see the King of Glory moving on your behalf. I am writing a new beginning for you, and no power of darkness can undo what I have set into motion. Move forward without fear, with expectation, knowing that the God who promised is faithful to perform. Trust the new beginning I am writing, for I have never failed and will not fail you now. Slow your spirit for a moment and listen carefully. I am here, closer than your next breath, surrounding you with my presence and enveloping you in my love. This is a holy meeting, an invitation to lay down everything you thought you had to carry and simply be known, loved, and made new. You have carried burdens and worn armor that were never meant for you. Lay it all down, remove the heavy layers, take off the masks and peel away the false strength. In your surrender, not your strength, my spirit moves with the greatest power. Let me touch the wounds you have hidden. Breathe life into the numb places and reignite the dreams you were too afraid to believe in again. I am here to heal you, not shame you, and to bring you to a place of wholeness and freedom. Joan 15. I am here to perfect what you surrendered. You do not have to fix yourself before you come closer. In fact, it is only by coming closer that true transformation happens. Feel my spirit resting upon you now. Sense the weight of shame lifting. Sense the chains of regret loosening. Sense the river of my love washing over every weary, broken part of you. I am not a distant judge waiting to point out your flaws. I'm the faithful Father running to meet you, wrapping you in robes of righteousness, placing a ring of authority on your finger, declaring over you that you are home, you are whole, you are mine. You have spent so long believing that transformation had to be earned, that you had to strive your way into freedom. But my spirit brings freedom not through effort, but through encounter. Where my spirit is, there is liberty. Liberty from the voices that told you you were not enough. Liberty from the chains of fear that kept you bound to the past. Liberty from the lies that said your failures disqualified you from my promises. Let me reframe your heart. Let me rewrite the inner narratives that have held you captive. You are not who the enemy said you were. You are not limited by your last mistake. You are not disqualified by the detours you took. I am the one who defines you, and I call you beloved, restored, powerful in me. The same spirit that raised Jesus from the dead now dwells in you, breathing new life into dead places, calling forth strength where weakness once ruled, birthing hope where despair had taken root. Breathe deeply now. Inhale my grace. Exhale your striving. Inhale my truth. Exhale the lies. Inhale my peace. Exhale the anxiety. You are safe here. You are held here. You are being made new here. This is not a moment of temporary relief. This is the beginning of lasting transformation. Transformation is not about changing who you are. It is about unveiling who you truly are in me. It is about peeling away the residue of wounds and lies until the radiance I placed within you shines unhindered. It is about stepping fully into your identity as my child, clothed in strength, crowned with purpose, filled with power. My precious one, let me fill you anew. Let my spirit saturate every dry, cracked place in your soul. Let my joy become your strength. Let my peace become your guard. Let my presence become your home. You were not created to live in cycles of striving and shame. You were created to live in the constant flow of my love, the steady rhythm of my spirit breathing life into your every step. You will walk out of this encounter lighter than you came, and you will walk out stronger, freer, more alive. You will carry my presence into every room you enter. You will become a living testimony of what it means to be touched by heaven, to be marked by grace, to be transformed by love. Stay here a little longer, my child. Linger in my presence. Let the healing sink deeper. Let the love fill every hollow space. Let the truth anchor you beyond the reach of old fears. I am not rushing this work. I take delight in each step of your transformation, in each moment of encounter with my love. Open yourself up to receive all that I have for you, for I am here to perfect what you surrendered. I am not impatient with your process. I am the potter and you are the clay, and I am shaping something beautiful, something eternal, something powerful. This encounter is transformative, a turning point that will redefine your entire existence. It is not about how well you perform, but about finally grasping the depth of love that surrounds you. It is not about earning more favor, but about living fully in the favor that has already been given to you. It is not about fighting harder, but about realizing that you are already victorious in me. Rise, my child. Rise in newness. Rise in freedom. Rise in authority. Rise with the certainty that the Spirit of the living God is alive and moving within you. The old has passed away, and the new has come. This transformation is just the beginning of a life infused with my glory. You have come through battles, broken chains, and shed tears to reach this point, the edge of something new and holy, something that I am personally crafting for you. You are not stepping into a recycled story, but a brand new beginning marked by my love and the power of my promises. Do not dwell on the past, for your future is not defined by your previous failures. I am not using your past to shape your future, but rather my plans, my purposes, my unshakable promises. Look ahead and see the new beginnings sprouting forth. Believe that the best is yet to come. Walk boldly, knowing that you are fully embraced, deeply loved, and intentionally chosen by me. I have gone ahead of you to pave the way, to strengthen you for the battles ahead, and to equip you for the victories to come. Your story is not one of defeat, but of triumph. It is a testimony only heaven could have orchestrated. Embrace the newness that is unfolding now, for this is your moment, your time, your new beginning. Sealed by my love, secured by my hand, and destined for my glory. Before you move on from this moment, my beloved, let the words you have received take root within you and become a seed to sow into others. Share it boldly, speak it freely, release it without fear. Many are on the verge of their own breakthrough, waiting for a word of hope to stir what lies dormant within them. As you give away what you have received, I will multiply it, not only in their lives but in yours as well. Stay connected to my heart, listen for my voice, and continue to walk in the newness that I have prepared for you. This profound message from the divine voice offers you a chance to embark on a sacred journey towards a fresh start, an opportunity to rewrite your narrative with the pen of love and grace, leaving behind the shadow of past mistakes. It is a call to embrace a new chapter, one that is not tainted by the scars of battles lost, but adorned with the resilience of a warrior who has survived. In this moment, God is not merely offering a quick fix to mend the broken pieces of your story. He is sculpting a masterpiece from the shattered fragments, breathing life into a narrative that is rich with purpose and redemption. His words are like a gentle breeze nudging you to let go of self-doubt and embrace the truth that you are worthy of His love and grace. As you listen to this divine call, may you find the courage to shed the cloak of self-condemnation and step into the light of His unconditional love. Trust in the author of your story, for He is rewriting your tale with strokes of mercy and compassion, leading you towards a future where His plans for you are beyond your wildest dreams. Let this be the moment you stop doubting yourself and start believing in the power of His love to transform your life. Thank you for joining us today on Heaven Voice Today. If this message touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, God speaks every day. You just have to listen. Come back tomorrow for more reflections from His heart to yours. Stay blessed, stay faithful, and keep listening to the voice of heaven. See you in the next video.